2007 Cadillac, 2007 Jaguar XJ8 sunroof drain line removal. Now I had to drop the whole roof down so that I could get access to the 4 drain plugs that are on here. So you got 1, 2. They're both on the both sides, so they connect to the sunroof drain plug. This corner right here is the one that was leaking, and as I blew into it, it pretty much blew anything that was in there out of it. So one way to test it is to actually take and test the validity of the airflow, you know, just by taking your finger over there and blowing some air into it and checking to see how it gets out of there. So this is another way. Once you do it, I've already done this, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. As y'all can see, I blew it all the way back, but nonetheless, I've cleared those lanes, cleared those holes already, so they drain out under the car down here somewhere on all 4 sides. And as you guys can see, the proper way to take the upper headliner out is to take this here back windshield out. But I am not going to do that due to the fact that I need to replace my front windshield anyway. So as y'all see, it's got a major crack going on through it. I don't know what this sticker was, but nonetheless, we're going to take this here windshield out, and then I'm going to be able to pull that whole front, pull it out the front, the headliner. So like I said, I got all 4 drain tubes disconnected. They connect right up in there to the tray. You see where it makes that connection at on the sunroof at the back, where that white hose is sticking out? Well, that's where they connect. So I've gotten all the pieces just about taken out. This is some really weak glue that they use up on here. As you can see, the whole headliner pretty much is unhinged and unglued. This here surface is just rubbing off. I don't know, I may be able to reuse this one and re-glue it, but I'm gonna first see if I can get a whole nother kick panel. See, because that's just ridiculous how these cars were constructed from the jump, from the factory. But nonetheless, we got the headliner disassembled and ready to be taken out. I am going to make an attempt to do it without taking the windshield out, but nonetheless, all these drain tubes are cleared. So let's take a look. You can blow straight through that, so that's how you know the drain tubes are clear. Now once you get these tubes clear, you still have to make sure that you release the tubing up here and make sure that it's clear and clean. So where does that connect? I'm feeling for it. Right here. Right here is where it connects. So you'll want to blow those holes out also to make sure that there's no leaf or dirt or sediment in there. So I'm going to be taking care of that in a few minutes. But the hardest part was getting this tray out of here. So with that being said, that's the end of that video, and we're going to get rid of this. All right, had a phone call, so excuse me, but as I said, we're back on the Jaguar XJ8. This is a beautiful specimen of a car. I love the 19-inch 4-wheel disc brakes and the rims that go along with it. It's got a full trunk spare. I need to replace it, but this is the XJ8 version. This is not the long wheelbase. It's got the V8 motor in it, all the bells and whistles. This car is just about fully loaded with the exception of the Vandenplast kit. If it had the Vandenplast kit, then it would have the trays in the back, and the rear seat would move up 4 to 5 inches, and it'd be extended about 4 to 5 more inches. But nonetheless, this car is still exquisite in nature, and I love the features that it has on it. The chrome, the accents, the motor, everything on this car is just beautiful. Some people ask me, why are you doing all this work yourself? Because it's cheaper, because it makes sense. Now, I could have easily paid somebody, what, $2,000-$3,000 to do this work. Why the would I do that when I can do this for free? I do shit myself, so, you know. Plus, I get a joy out of doing stuff myself. You know, there's pretty much nothing on these cars that I feel that I can't do, you know. Anything that you want to learn, get up off your butt and learn it. do it. That's how you figure things out. So don't ever be afraid, you know, oh, it's a foreign car, I don't want to work on a foreign car is no different than an American car. You just have to have different tool set to do it. So as y'all can see, I got the whole interior, pretty much the top plenum pretty much out of the car, ready to come out. So I have one of two choices. I can either take this front windshield out and extricate it through the front windshield out, or I could fold it in half and come out the front door with it. And I really don't think I want to do that, because that's how a lot of people have done it on YouTube. But the proper way to do it would be to come out the back window. But like I said, the back window's not cracked. My front window is cracked. So front window, back window. The back window would be easiest, but due to the fact that I have a cracked windshield, I'm going to go ahead and replace the front windshield. But yeah, but pretty much that's what is necessary and needs to be done on this here vehicle. This is pretty much the last thing that I have to do that is physical, other than replace the oil pan gasket and the transmission pan gasket, because I believe those were damaged when the car was pancaking. I think the previous owner drove it and he may have hit a pothole or something or whatever, but it's no serious damage. They're just, the seals just need to be replaced. So I'm going to get those replaced, and I am going to get on the move to get this here done. So I've done the air compressor for the air ride system. I've replaced the struts in the rear. I've replaced the a leaking power steering line that had the whole car unable to turn clearly. And I'm replacing the having the interior liner redone and the windshield. Other than that, this car runs perfect. It starts up and I can drive it right now. Honestly, I could pull this here headliner out, put it to the side, have it reupholstered by one of these guys, and just drive the car as is right now, because I've done all the work, you know. So I'm really happy with this here purchase. I'm not going to tell y'all what I got the car for. Just know, if you know me, then you should know me. You should know that I got a great deal on it. So really, I got a steal on this car, y'all. Right now, as it sits, this is a $11,000, $12,000, $13,000 car as it sits right now. So you know, a lot of people be afraid to buy vehicles like this because, you know, they're like, oh, the dealer gonna cost me all this money. And honestly, if I took this car to the dealer, this would be about $6,000, $7,000 in repair. But you know me, I'm gonna knock that dealer price out, because I'm gonna do some shit myself. Don't be afraid to get up under your hood. Don't be afraid to get your car jacked up. Don't be afraid to get your fingers and your nails dirty just to save yourself some money. So as y'all can see, this is my birthday gift to myself, 2007 Jaguar XJ8. I got screwed over on my 2015, but you know what? The 2015 might be in the works down the line. Definitely not out of the range of getting what I want, when I want it, how I want it. So we in the lab, my boy getting his XJ together. You know, this is the previous version. This is the mine's the X350. This is an X302, I believe is what they call it. This one is made out of all metal. Mine is made out of aluminum. So my car is not going to have the same problems with corrosion as his is. And not to mention, his door is a little bit smaller than mine. I tried to get in this back seat and it just was not, look, It's a beautiful car, no doubt. It's beautiful on the interior. He doesn't have the air ride system that I have, but it's all still got the classic look of the Jaguar. My model brand was the last year that they made in this body style before they switched over to the newer XJs, the 2011 style. So 2010 was the model year that they switched, because mine was the last year. Mine was the 2009. So what are my plans for this vehicle? I was thinking about putting a walled kit on it. What would that entail? That would entail me changing the front bumper, changing the side skirts, and changing the rear bumper. That's a $4,000 kit, not including the installation. But nonetheless, if I don't decide to go that route, I may just change the front bumper and the front fender flares to the 2009 model, which the only difference is the 2009, it has the fender gill right here, and it has a different front bumper stance. You know, it still has the same grille, but there's a bigger circular grille that goes right here instead of the long oval at the bottom. If I choose not to do that, then I'll do a chrome Bentley grille mesh at the bottom with some different type of style lights. But nonetheless, whatever I choose to do, this is still going to be a classic car that I'm going to hold on to for years to come and enjoy the hell out of this car. So like I said, my Benz may have sat for a long time, but this one will definitely not sit. This is definitely a car that I've wanted for some years, and I knew one day I would get one. I just didn't know when. As I say, there's no time better than the right time. Sometimes things are planned for you. Sometimes things fall in your lap, and you just have to move when they show up. And this one fell in my lap, and I moved on it. So as y'all can see, this car is clean as a whistle. It doesn't even look like anyone's really sat in the back seat. The guy, Gio, who owned it before me, he had a son, and you clearly see it's got toys in the back of the car. You know, it got just little toys. Those will be in turn given over to my son now. But you know, I may change the wheels up. I may put some 4Gs on the feet. I don't know. But whatever I do, it's going to be a sweet treat. This car is beautiful. It's up in the air. It's no more sagging down to the floor. That boy is jacked up and stacked up. So that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. I want y'all to know that if I can do it, you can do it. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't do something, that you can't accomplish something. You know, you got goals set out, get them. You know, now I'm about to get back here on the Cadillac SRX truck. I'm working on towards getting that rear end fixed. Let me just show y'all. So once I get this here rear end sanded down, fiberglassed, and put back together, I'm going to pull this here bumper off, redo the rear bumper. As y'all know, I already changed the tail light. I'm going to get both of these here, and I'm going to pull that dent out of there. So I have to take this here tail light off, take the interior out, pull that back, and then sand, surface, prime, and paint. And that's going to be what's going to be done back on the Cadillac SRX. And I am going to be fixing these wheels, resurfacing. But other than that, y'all know that I've already changed the fender flares on this one. So most likely I'll paint the front bumper and the front fender along with this. And then get these here headlights polished. Change this here cracked grill. And who knows, I may put this one up for sale once I got her back looking like new. So we'll see. We'll see. Nonetheless, y'all, somebody was teasing me, man, I thought you said you're gonna get you an Escalade. I did. I got a baby Escalade. She might not be on 20s, but I keep her clean. Hey, y'all have a good day. I'm out.